Why hello there! So, considering that it's a new year and all, I decided that I should put some more effort into being more hashtag professional here on the YubTub. And to that end, I have decided to delve into YouTube's Creator Academy. And take it seriously and, take notes and then review the notes and the lessons to make these videos where I talk about the stuff that they talk about and how I am or will be applying those things to my videos. And of course, you'll also be able to see if this actually works. If after this point my channel starts doing much better, that will mean that all of these tips they're giving actually work. And if it doesn't, it means that they don't. Also, I might get some views from people who are looking for an abridged version of the Creator Academy, so that might help. Or not. To start, I will be going over the Quickstart guide to YouTube, create great content, and get discovered. These are actually not the first 3 lessons. There is no real recommended order for the lessons. These just seemed like a good place to start. Also, I will be covering this by topic rather than by course because some topics are covered in multiple courses and some of the stuff in the courses isn't really worth talking about here, so this just seemed like the best way to do it. Also, this is going to be a 2-part video because the script ran considerably longer than I had anticipated, so I had to cut it in 2. So the first thing they really hit you over the head with in the Creator Academy is the idea of authenticity. That is, presenting oneself authentically, or authentically but a much more friendly version of yourself, but also being authentic in the content that one creates. The idea being that if you're producing content you're actually interested in, you're going to make better content. And the viewer will be able to pick up on the fact that you actually care about the thing that you're talking about. And following this line of thinking, it is actually suggested by them that it's better to focus on narrowly targeted niche topics. The reasoning being that while you have a smaller target audience, they're going to be a more dedicated audience and also have less content targeted at them. So to that end, I am going to be starting a series of videos where I review obscure tabletop role-playing games, because that is actually a thing that I do, and I've been meaning to start doing it in video format anyway, so, why not do it now? First one of those is probably going to be coming next week. But authenticity also applies to how you deliver your content. It's suggested that you format your videos as if you're speaking directly to the viewer, like I'm doing right now. Isn't this pleasant? Like we're just 2 friends chatting over tea. You ask me about the talisman. I tell you some things are better left buried. And then we have to fight a Cyclops because you couldn't leave well enough alone. And speaking of Cyclopes, branding. So yeah, branding is really important and something that I think I'm kinda okay at, although admittedly I've been a bit lax in applying my branding standards to my YouTube channel. So let's change that. The Creator Academy defines 4 major areas for your branding, specifically your channel icon, your channel art, your channel description, and your channel trailer. Personally, I think my old icon is fine. It, conveys what I want to convey with my branding. But I've also been using it since 2016, maybe it's time for an update, so I made a new one. And admittedly, my old channel art was kind of garbage, so I made a new one that's less garbage. Although I would just like to point out that optimizing an image for this and this is hard enough without having to also optimize it for this. And then there is the channel description, which is something that I'm working on. I am not great at copywriting, which is odd because I do have to do it a lot. And finally, the channel trailer. I am taking this so seriously that I actually made a channel trailer, even though I hate them. Although I was so incredibly uncomfortable trying to just sit there and talk about my channel that I ended up having to do the entire thing via song. Because that's just a perfectly normal way to deal with things. And so my YouTube channel page has gone from this to this. As you can see, I'm sticking with my green, pink, orange, and purple color scheme. trying to keep everything somewhat coherent in a general aesthetic. It is also recommended to group your videos into playlists by type so that, viewers can find them easily, which was something I was actually doing, but as you can see, I've also now added them to the page, so they're easy to find. And also, just because I don't really have anywhere else to put this in the video, it is also strongly recommended to update on a regular schedule, which is something I am bad at, let's be honest. My update schedule has been kind of a mess. So I will now be uploading videos on Thursdays, and just kind of whenever, just like it says on my channel art, because sometimes I upload more than one video a week, or a video that has to come out on a specific day, so Thursday and whenever. Of course, that might change if nobody watches videos on Thursday, considering that I chose Thursday specifically because it was the least interesting day of the week. But so far, I have been sticking to this schedule for 3 weeks now. So, good for me, I guess. Alright, so this has gone on long enough, and will be continued in part 2, where I will discuss such exciting topics as sustainability and metadata. So, thank you for watching. Hit the buttons if you like, and, well, until next time.